action. It's time for QC Sports Extra on WQAD News 8.
Good evening and welcome to QC Sports Extra. We are over the midway point of the winter sports season and the postseason is quickly approaching. Tonight we'll talk to the teams about finishing out the season strong and getting ready for the state series. On tonight's show, we have the Riverdale girls basketball team. The Rams improved to a share of the conference lead. They have 2 losses on the season, and they are the #1 seed in their regional. Then the Assumption boys will be here. They are currently on a 9-game winning streak, sitting second in the MAC, just 1 game back of Bettendorf, who the Knights play later this week. And Geneseo Wrestlers are gearing up for regionals next weekend. The Leafs are ranked 8th in the state and will be part of the Rock Island Regional. And Dan Pearson has the FCA story of the week about a former Galva athlete happy to be back with the Wildcats. We start tonight with the Riverdale girls. Joining us is Hannah Nimrick and Ellie May from the basketball team. Congratulations on the season to this point, to be, 20-2, a great year for you ladies. Did you anticipate some of that coming in here this year?
Yeah, we had a lot of starters coming back because we played their sophomore year. So we had really high expectations for this team this year.
Now both of you have been on varsity for a few years now. Building towards this year, as a senior, how much, I guess, are you focused on getting the job done this year for you ladies?
Yeah, we're majorly focused to get the job done. I mean, it's our senior year. We want to go out with a huge bang.
It's been a record-setting season for you guys. We'll talk individually about some records here. I guess start with you. You just recently set the scoring record for the all-time points in school history. What does that mean to you to now have your name as #1 on the list?
I think it's pretty cool. I knew going into the senior year, if I kept the average of points that I had, I could have beat it. Kathy Marks was in front of me, and she went on to play University of Iowa basketball. So it's really awesome to know that she was the #1 and I beat her out.
At what point did you realize you're getting close, and did you know the basket when you actually broke at the basket and everything like that?
Capriva told me, I think 2 games ahead, that I was like 50 points away and that I should get it at our home game against Bear Valley. So we worked as a team and tried to get me the ball as much as possible to get that 27 points.
Did they stop the game and give you the ball and all
Yep.
that? Pretty special night for you?
Yeah, it was good, and it was awesome to share it with Ellie the same night.
And yeah, that night you also had a special night, steals record. Talk about that.
Well, I broke the record the same night as Hannah. We did it together, pretty much. I got 274 steals, which it was crazy that we both got to do it on the same night. So it was great.
Did you ever anticipate going in that, hey, I'm going to be the person that steals the most things at Riverdale?
Well, I broke the record last year for most of the season, so I was looking forward to see how much it was in the year, and it was half of my record of last year, so I thought I could easily get it. But
so whenever you're walking down the halls, people are always making sure they check their wallets and all that.
Exactly. That happens all the time.
Well, and you guys also set a scoring record for a single game in that Bureau Valley game where you scored, I think, 96 points or something like that.
Yeah, it was 88 points.
So, but still an accomplishment. Do all these records mean a whole lot at this point if you don't finish out the year as strong as you want to?
Definitely not. It's always nice to break records and stuff, but if we don't get as far as we want to, it's not going to mean anything to us.
What has gotten you to this point? What's the strong point of this team, do you think?
I think it's teamwork. I mean, like Hannah has it on offense. If I can't do anything in offense, she's got my back on offense, so does the rest of the team. And then defense is just as strong.
And you don't have to be the scorer every night. I mean,
oh no, definitely. Ellie's on some nights. I'm on some nights. Sydney and Jess both are on some nights. Lauren Claus has been putting up a lot of numbers for us. So it's like a round team thing.
Talk about conference, to be tied at this point, just a couple games left before you hit regionals. What do you have left here? I guess, can the conference championship be won by you guys this year?
I think so. I think we can get there. We have to play Newman and Fulton for 2 more games to win. We should.
And tied with Prophetstown, is that right?
Yep.
At this point? So you've already played them a couple times.
We played them 3 times.
Okay, so you are the 1 seed going into the regional. That puts a big target on your backs. Do you like to be at that point in the top seed of the regional?
I think so. I think it gives us motivation to know that we're #1 seed and we're going to come out #1 with the plaque.
What's the hope going in? Because at this point, you can't take anybody lightly, because you guys are the target. You guys are the #1 seed. You get that bye or whatever it is. When you're ready to take the court, what's the focus?
We just have to make sure that we know, this could be it. We have to go out strong, and we just have to keep pushing.
Talk about Coach and kind of what he means to this team. You guys were telling me before he's out running the court with you and things like that. What does he mean? What does he mean to you, ladies?
Well, he really pushes us in practice to be the best we can be, and he like plays one-on-one with us and gets us all going strong.
And he's not a guy that you make him wear a certain kind of shirt. Kind of talk about that.
We make him wear a gray shirt just so you can see how much he sweats, because after like 3 times down the court, he's like, all right, sub. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
And he's not a young guy. Mick, I don't mean to say you're an old guy, but talk about that. I mean, is it nice that he's out there really investing and caring about what you guys do and he's able to show you how to do it as well?
I think that gives us like motivation, and definitely like on drink breaks, me and her play one-on-one with him and just like keep him going.
Yeah,
so.
we really want to beat him.
Have you beat him yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. I'd hope so. Being the scoring leader, you better beat him, right? We'll talk about, because he just had a surgery too. He's back on the bench and things like that. He's not able to get out there and practice as much. Is he still that driving force for you ladies, though?
Yeah, he is, but it has to be from the bench. He can't be on the court with us during practice. But I think it helps a lot having him there.
Yeah, he's very moral support with us. He's always been that way. So.
Well, you've got a couple weeks and you hit regionals. As seniors, what's the best way to go out for you?
State championship.
Is it possible then? What do you need to do to get it?
Play as a team and have hard defense.
Yeah, really keep our focus and composure, and I think we can get there.
Well, being that experienced team, I think you guys can do it. I know you've been through the battles with volleyball and things like that. So good luck to you this year on the basketball court, and maybe we'll see you down at state this year.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, time for our first break. We come back. Night and day, Assumption Boys basketball team is making another run at the conference title. What the Knights will need to do to get the crown, that's next on Sports Extra.